Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of their records. We rank them from worst to best. We give our biggest banger stinker from each of them, and we try to have a good time doing it. And then we round out the show, this episode, with our top 10 favorite songs from the band we're doing. And this week we're doing Devo. 9 records in total. And like I said, we're going to do our top 10 favorite songs at the very end. And then we normally start with our 6 Degrees of Tom DeLonge. That's where we connect the band of the week to Tom from Blink-182. But I didn't do my homework this week because it's kind of too easy with Josh Freese being in Devo. So did you do anything?
No.
Didn't either. That's fine. That's okay. My name is Tyler. Way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's all I have for the boring intro. So let's get right into this. Devo, 9 records. I know we're going to get through this fast because most of these records...
Like fucking 10 minutes.
Because most of these records I don't really care about. And I know you agree with me. So let's start with number 9, the worst Devo record. Go.
I think most of these two are pretty interchangeable, except for 1 and 2. But everything else, I literally don't give a fuck. Smooth Noodle Maps, the 8th record from 1990. And pretty much I got like 1 or 2 lines for everything. This one just sounds lazy. It sounds old.
Yeah.
It sounds tired. It sounds like a Devo cover band trying to play Devo. Devo. It sounds like, what is it, 72 seasons? It sounds like 13. It sounds just like that. It's not bad or anything. It's just, that's what it sounds like.
Except 72 seasons from Metallica and Black Sabbath 13 are significantly better than this.
It's not about being better or worse. It's about like, they all have that same sound. They all sound like a cover band of that band who decided to make their own music to sound like that band. And that's what this is. It just sounds like a Devo cover band trying to make music that sounds like Devo.
Right.
Meh. Postmodern Man, that just reminded me of Praying Hands from their first record, The Good Old Days of Devo. Pink Jazz Trancers. What a dumb fucking name. This was like I thought this was like the laziest attempt to sound like old Devo.
Okay.
Bleh.
All right, so my number 9 is also Smooth Noodle Maps. Last record, or it's their 8th record in 1990, like you said, but the last one they put out for 20 years. This album kind of ended the band, even though they were kind of on the way out anyway. But I agree with you. They were trying to do kind of make a little bit of a throwback. So there's more guitars, more acoustic drums on here rather than all the synth stuff. But of course, all the synth stuff is there, but a whole lot less of it. But yeah, the songs are weak, man. They're just too derivative of the early sound, and it's just kind of boring and sounds very tired. And honestly, it seems like they don't really care about their music after the album Shout. And like we watched that Devo documentary, and they didn't touch it on anything after the Shout album, after Andy Myers left the band, the drummer.
I mean, I would venture to, and we'll get into this in the main episode, but I would venture to say that music has always come secondary to this band.
Yes.
Sometimes it's good, but I think music has always come secondary.
Yes, I agree. But okay, so let's get into number 8. What's the 8th worst Devo record? Go.
Do you have bangers and stinkers or no?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. No.
Don't
Banger.
be sorry. Just if you don't have
Banger is Jimmy. Stinker is Morning Dew. I mean,
Jimmy.
I think a lot of it is just I just don't really care. So
okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't really care with the stinkers or bangers either. Some of these are cool. Total Devo. That's their 7th record. That's my number 8, 88. This is them trying to do like another kind of dancey record and trying, get people to move a little bit and do like the Praying Hands thing. Put your left arm out. But it's just, this is not what the late 80s is calling for. Like nobody fucking cares about this right now. It's already tired at this point. Like the Devo brand is already kind of come and gone. That ship has sailed and it's forever left. I don't know. It's bland. Plain Truth is the banger. Sexy Love is the stinker on here. But I don't remember any of the songs, so I don't really care.
All right, my number 8 is Shout, their 6th album from 1984. This is just layers upon layers of synth. This is their most synth-based record, or sounding record. They recorded everything with digital synthesizers, no analog, nothing like that like they did on previous records. And the band don't like this record. They've all kind of talked shit on this record. It got absolutely shit reviews, like 1 star out of 5, 1 star out of 10. Bomb. Just absolutely fucking bombed. But there is one really good song on here, and that's the title track, Shout. Because that main synth line is fucking Zelda. It's Zelda. The main song to Zelda. Come on.
It's close. It's close.
It's so close. It's so close. But Zelda came out 2 years after this album did. The first Zelda game. But no, it's a cool song. So that one's cool. But Stinker, Jurisdiction of Love. I just really don't care about this record. I think most of it's really boring. I don't like the synth new wave sound. And that's just what most of their music is post the first record. So 8 for me. Shout. What's your number 7? Go.
Duty Now. Duty Now for the Future. Their second record.
Like low.
For me, the only standout thing here is there's a couple solos thrown in. There's a guitar solo, there's a synth solo. Otherwise, this is exactly the type of sound I would expect coming off of their first record. Mm-hmm. And it's not. Again, I think Devo's music is secondary. This is not. They wanted to be a band, but they wanted to be artistic first, and this kind of shows that when they're putting more emphasis on the music, you get this. Mm-hmm. Whereas in the first record, they had a lot of time to do that. I don't know. This just feels boring.
Yeah. Well, you also have to think their first album.
Crazy, like I don't know.
The first album, they were all demos and songs that were written for the 3 years prior.
Like 5 years prior.
Yeah, 5 years, 3, for many years prior.
Yeah.
But every record, subsequent album, you got like 1, maybe 2 years between them, and that doesn't include all the touring and all that. So, I don't know. I don't.
No, I get it, but I still think Dio's always. I mean, even in the doc, like Mark said it over and over that art is what inspired them, not music.
Yeah.
And their favorite bands, they didn't say like, oh, I loved, because he talked about the Velvet Underground. I love Velvet Underground because of this song or this song. I was like, no, I liked the art that they brought to music. Mm-hmm. These are like art guys, and that's what they did in college. And this is music forward. And even their first record, that's art forward. This is music forward, and I think it's boring.
Yeah, I would agree. I think
it's not bad.
In that doc, the only band that they mentioned that they liked the band's music was the Ramones. The first time they heard the Ramones. That was the only band that they were ever really influenced by, that they really liked. But everybody else, like they talked about Bowie, and they're like, but it was the artistic aspect of it, but not his music.
They talked about Roxy, they talked about all these bands. It was all the art.
Yeah.
My banger here, weird. Secret Agent Man cover. I thought it was fucking really fun. I thought it was good. I like when they do covers because they completely reinvent them, but still keep like the essence of it. Just perfect covers most of the time. I'm going to get into their worst cover in a little bit. I Desire, I don't know, boring song. That's all I got.
All right. 7 for me, New Traditionalist. This is just the first fully self-produced record, mostly electronic, just a lot of synth, a lot of drum machines. I just thought this was just straight up boring. I don't think there was anything inherently bad about it. Just kind of just boring, forgettable for the most part. Banger is Beautiful World, but because I've known that song for so long. I mean, because Rage Against the Machine did that weird ass cover of it, and then that of course made me go listen to the original. So I mean, I'm just familiar with this song, so that's why it's a banger.
It's a good song.
It's a cool song. Yeah, it's cool.
The Rage cover sucks. It's like the worst.
Yeah, the Rage cover is it's not very good.
It's fucking terrible.
Stinker is Pity You. I don't care about that. So, what do you got for number 6?
Shout. Let it on out.
This is high.
84. I mean, I guess I don't really give a fucking shit at all.
Just so many these are interchangeable. Seriously.
I don't think it's a terrible record. I think for like the amount of arrangement and production on this, I think this sounds flat and thin, and everything's just like weak. Like they've always been like a punchy band. Even when they do have a lot of synths, they know how to like layer the synth in and texture to where it doesn't sound like the synth is taking over the song, or the synth can be made to like I don't know, prop up the other instruments. Here is just input A, input B, and input C, right? With like no, and there's no nuance to this. It's fucking boring. I don't care anymore. Fourth Dimension, that was my banger. I thought it was actually a pretty cool song, cool riff, essentially the Day Tripper riff.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then we'll get into more Beatles stuff later on. And then their worst cover, dude. Are you experienced that fucking Hendrix cover they did in this?
It was
unrecognizable.
Unrecognizable.
That was terrible, and it wasn't even good. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, you guys dropped the ball on that one. They do really good covers, but that was not one of them.
All right, so my what is it? We 6 Total Devo, 7th record, 1988, and this is just a more stripped. It's a lot more stripped down than the previous record. Shout. There's still a lot of synth, a lot of the 80s new wave stuff here, but the songs, the melodies are just a bit better than the last few records. I still don't think it's a very good record. It's just it's just a lot of the same. Just most of their music is a lot of the same. And even like their first record, there's cool stuff on there, but it's still not like, I don't know. It's good, but they're just like a very one-dimensional band. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I think they're like one of the most one-dimensional bands of all time.
Well,
it's just the one dimension that we focus on here is the music, and they're not really that great at it.
Okay, correct. Yes, musically they're a very one-dimensional band, but they're very unique to themselves. Nobody sounds like Devo. But anyway, yeah, just Total Devo. I don't care about this record. It's another record that got shit reviews, 1-star reviews. Banger, Disco Dancer. It is pretty catchy. The yaz and stuff at the end are really kind of stupid and funny and just silly Devo. But Stinker, Baby Doll, it's just so of its time. The 80s sound, the girls' vocals, I just don't care. I don't care about Total Devo. So what do you got for number 5?
Number 5, New Traditionalists, 4th record. I think it's cool. I like how they purposely went away from the Whip It fame and tried to do something totally different. Even though, like, I think it's just the same fucking thing. It's just continuing along the lines of just what Devo does every fucking time. But that's what they do, and that's fine. Whatever. People like it. People like it a lot. Mm-hmm. I just don't give a fucking shit. I don't care.
It's not my
Beautiful
thing.
World. Beautiful. Obviously, the best song here. That's a banger. That's a good fucking song. Pity You. I agree. That's the worst song. That song sucks.
All right, my number 5, Freedom of Choice, 3rd record, 1980. This album production and mix is fucking quiet. It's not dynamic. It's flat as fuck, except for Whip It. Whip It's the only one
fucking loud.
It's the only one that has any sort of like dynamics or anything. Like it's such a standout track. So clearly they remastered only that song. Like it's just,
of course.
Man, just it's so jarring when Whip It hits, and then when it goes to the next song, you're like, "What the?" It's like this song doesn't even belong on the record.
Turn it back up again too.
Yeah, but yeah, Freedom of Choice. It's just, man, I just kind of don't care. It's just more of the same. Banger, Whip It. It's still, it's a cool song. It's a lot of fun. I've heard it 1,000 times. But so that's my banger. Stinker, Ton of Love. Just I don't care. So, what do you got for number 4?
Number 4. Oh no, it's Devo. Probably your favorite record.
Exactly.
It's fine still. I don't know. It's really relying on synth and it's very synth pop. I don't care. The shtick for someone who didn't grow up on like this music and doesn't really like this music, like by the 5th record, this is completely fucking worn off. Like any fun that I was having wore off quick, but by this one it was completely fucking gone. So I don't know. Big Mess, that was my stinker because that song sucks. But obviously Peekaboo's the best song here.
So good.
It's even without the ha 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 parts, it's still a pretty fucking solid
cool
song. Like, if you take that part out, like it's still a solid song, but that part like elevates into like, what the fuck are you doing? How? Why? But yeah, it's a good one.
It's great. All right, so my number 4, Duty Now for the Future. Second album, 1979. Ken Scott produced this one. He did a lot of Bowie stuff prior to this, so that's kind of why they wanted to work with him, and also because of their relationship with David Bowie. And the band wanted a lot more synth on here and move away from the guitars, and clearly they got what they wanted, and more so on later records. But to me, this is obviously kind of the beginning of the end. And by the time they recorded it, they hated it. Everything the producer wanted, they didn't like, and they weren't even part of the mixing process, the final mix. So they were super pissed about it. They don't like this record either. So, it's just just a lot of the fucking synth new wave stuff that I don't care for. I just don't care for it. But this album is like like ushered in all the kind of mediocre to bad new wave music that over the next decade, and that sucks because a lot of that music sucks. It's bad. Yeah. It's bad. There's some cool songs
really
here and there, but damn, dude,
there's for sure vast amount more bad than there is good.
Yeah, like a small handful of good new wave songs, but otherwise it's just a crap genre. But unless you grew up in it, I guess if you were a teenager in the early 80s, I get it. But, you know, we just did not. We weren't born until 87, so we definitely missed that.
I mean, it's the same kind of concept as to time and time again, people come in and ask for like Sammy Hagar era Van Halen because they don't like David Lee Roth, or they'll come in asking for anybody but Ozzy era Sabbath because they don't like Ozzy, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
That kind of shit fucking boggles my mind. But he's like, whatever, okay, dude. All right.
Another thing too is like the punk purists. It's like people who like punk, like late 70s punk, early punk, the hardcore stuff in the early 80s and shit. They hate anything from the 90s, like the 90s skate punk, all that, Vandals, Guttermouth. They hate all that fucking shit. They're purists. They only like the older stuff. I hate that shit too. It's like there's some incredible stuff in the 90s that is far better than early punk. But it's time and place, I guess.
It's because they're old. It's because they're old and they grew up listening to the Beach Boys. And so when the Ramones did it to like chunky power chords, they're like, oh, this is cool. Little do they know.
Oh boy. All right. So my number 3, oh no, it's Devo. 5th record from 92 and, or 82. Jesus. This is, with the potato covers. I did have this on vinyl because I got it for like $2 at White Rabbit one time. And, just super synth bass. There's some catchy shit on here, some cool zaps, other cool little sounds that kind of set it apart more so than like some of the other records, which is just straight just like walls of synths. I like the zaps, the boops. I like all that stuff.
The boops and the beeps.
And there's a lot of that on this record, which is cool. A lot of the music on here also reminds me of like early like Nintendo games and early Game Boy games. You know, I mean, I played Game Boy so much like in the early 90s. And so I there was this weird like nostalgia for this album as well, listening to it, which is kind of cool, which is why I put it as high as I did. But banger, Peekaboo. I mean,
Peekaboo.
I can see you.
Peekaboo.
God, what a fucking song. There's nothing like that song. It's so weird.
It's pretty wild.
I love it. So I don't have it on vinyl anymore. I got rid of it. I purchased it a long time ago.
It's not worth it.
No, not for that. I mean, I would get the song. I would get that song like as a single, as a 7-inch. I would get that. That'd be.
I've never seen it, and we've got a lot of Devo. I've never seen it. I don't know if they even have it, but they probably do. But I've never seen it as a single.
That'd be a sick single for sure. Get that.
I'd keep it.
Stinker. That's good. Just a generic.
That's good.
Just a generic new wave synth song. I don't care.
That's good.
So number 2, let's get into this.
Number 2, something for everybody. Their 9th record, their last record. I mean, hopefully their last record, because it'd be nice to end on a good record. This is cool. This is a perfect full circle return to form for the most part for the band. This is like what bands want to go out on. Like, not your best record, but this is like the essence of Devo. It sounds just like their first record in so many ways. This is like if a band came out in this era who wanted to sound like Devo, but just updated it to 2010. It's got some serious new wave parts here, but it just keeps that frantic punk edge. It keeps that kind of like campiness to it, but it never sacrifices the musical integrity because of it. I don't think there's a weak song in this bitch.
No. And
I was very, very surprised at how good this was. And I'm just happy that they still got it in them. They still can do it.
Yep.
They only have 2 good records.
I I agree.
They really do. They only have 2 good records.
So what's your banger stinker on this one?
Human Rocket was my banger. I really don't think there's a weak song on this.
I agree.
Like my stinker is No Place Like Home, and it's just because like this could be like the ballady type song on the record, but it's still fucking really good.
Yeah. So I mean, number 2 for me is also Somebody for Everyone, Somebody for Everybody. 2010. Josh Freese played drums on this record. He had been in the band since 1996. This album came out in 2010. He's technically still in the band, I believe, but he hasn't played with them in the last year since the Foo Fighters thing. But I think he was a big part as to why they put out a new record and why it sounds better, more punk. Because I mean, Josh Freese, the Vandals. I mean, he's played in so many different punk bands. But damn, to this record, I was shocked. I was a little blown away by this one. I just. After hearing like kind of just over and over and over and over again, this hits, and the first song I'm like instantly stoked. I'm instantly excited on this record, and it never really stops. Like you said, every song on here is good. There's not a dud, no duds on this record. It's excellent. It's a ton of fun. It's a nice throwback, but it's not like your 72 Seasons from Metallica or Sabbath 13. There's still a lot of freshness to this. It doesn't sound derivative like Space or not Space Noodle. What is it? Fucking Noodle Maps? Space Noodle Maps?
Where the fuck that one was.
Whatever that record was. But no, I really, really, really like this record. And the vinyl's expensive. It was only ever pressed the one time.
It's a pricey bitch.
It's like a $200 record.
And this is like right at that time when like vinyls, it's completely
so dead. Yeah, it's so dead at that time. Damn, but I have this on my want list now on Discogs. So I'm definitely gonna get this on vinyl. I mean, someday I'll get it on vinyl. I doubt it's ever gonna be pressed though.
I've never even seen this in stores, like any store I've ever been to, and I would remember something like that because that cover's pretty iconic and different. But it's still Devo, right? And it would be something I'm like, I've never seen that cover before, and I've never even seen this in the wild.
Yeah, I've never seen it either. But yeah, anyway, something for everybody. It's good, man. It's really, really good. Shockingly good. So number 1, obviously, the album of the week, Are We Not Man? We Are Devo.
We are Devo.
We'll get into that on the main episode. So anybody wondering, that's what we're doing. We'll get more into it then. So I got distracted. I was getting a text, so I got distracted by that. Anyway, so now we're going to wrap it up with our top 10 Devo songs. I have no idea what your top 10 is because you did not send it to me.
I forgot to do it. I did it all. I just didn't put the album of the week songs in there. So basically I can just give you the other 5 songs. 'Cause 5 are going to be album of the week. The other 5 are not going to be album of the week.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. Let's get into it.
They're the 5 that are not on the album of the week is going to be Beautiful World. And no order whatsoever. This is just how I listed them when I was going through. Beautiful World, Peekaboo, Secret Agent Man, and then 2 from Something for Everybody. Later is Now, Right Now, and then Human Rocket.
You should have put them in order.
This was tough. This week was tough.
Homework. You just did no homework.
I literally did not fucking give a shit. I had written Devo off. I was so done with it. and then I had not listened to the last record. And you're like, no, it's pretty good.
I know.
Okay, let me go.
Shockingly good.
This was tough, man. This was tough.
It was
this like the Motorhead week. This was fucking tough.
I'd say this is tougher than Motorhead. And we listened to 23 or 24 Motorhead records.
Yeah, it took 2 weeks for me to do it because it was so tough.
This was This is much more difficult than Motorhead. All right, so my 10. These are in order because I did my homework. Number 10, Shout from the album Shout. Number 9, Clock Out. Number 8, Fresh from the last record, Something for Everybody. What do we have here? Number 7, Sloppy from Are We Not Men. Number 6, What We Do from Something for Everybody. Number 5, Come Back Johnny from Are We Not Men.
Good.
Number 4 is Jocko Homo from Are We Not Men. Number 3 is Don't Shoot Me, I'm a Man from Something for Everybody. Fucking banger song. Oh, it's so good. Dude, that song is so fucking good. You're crazy if you don't. You're just crazy. Number 2, Uncontrollable Urge from Are We Not Men, and then number 1, the best song by far, Peekaboo from Oh No, It's Devo. God, I love Peekaboo so much.
Peekaboo.
So fun. So yeah, there
It's
we
not
go.
bad.
There we go. The best top
It's not
10. The
bad.
best top 10 Devo top 10 you'll ever see, you'll ever hear.
It's not the best top 10.
Well, it
it's
is.
a top 10.
The best, Jerry. So that's all we have for this episode. Thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And like I said, we're going to get into the main episode where we break down Devo's Are We Not Men? We Are Devo. So thank you all for listening. And that's it. That's all.